Afternoon to my good friend Ali Yunus.
Thank you very much. A wonderful afternoon here in Karachi and a very important game also in our hands. Sukkur Patriots taking on Karachi Ghazis, who've lost 2 games out of 2. They've made few changes. The important part is Iftikhar Ahmed, Pakistan superstar, has been included in that side of Karachi Ghazis. That will give them that balance, because we all thought that they're one batter short, just those finishing moments. So that will give them a lots of confidence. So I'm really looking forward to see Karachi Ghazi perform here and get their first win.
Yeah, they're struggling, isn't it? In the points table, they've lost 2 games and they really need to get their act together here. And they cannot go on losing. And as you said, what matters, what we've seen in this tournament is that the batting muscle sometimes is not really there. There is experience, but then there's also a lot of youngsters in the middle, which is wonderful. I mean, giving those youngsters an opportunity to perform in the big stage, play with some big names, share a dressing room, be mentored by some top names. So they're all very good positives.
Absolutely, 100%. That is this league is all about. Just that giving the opportunities to these young Sindhi boys and the exposure much required. Imagine a young Sindhi boy playing alongside Iftikhar Ahmed or Umair bin Yusuf. They're all the superstars of Pakistan cricket. So well done, Sindh Premier League, for giving them that platform and the exposure.
Yeah, I think I've always mentioned this. This is unique because I've never seen a province or a region or anything like that having a tournament of its own. Tournaments such as this is generally a national thing, which is done by the national board, but this is unique. This is wonderful. So right, we're ready now to start this game. As I said, the toss was won by Karachi Ghazis and they're bowling first. Sukkur Patriots put into bat. Oh, that's a look at the two teams.
Yeah, very formidable. Karachi Ghazis looks different now with Iftikhar Ahmed in that middle order. Umair bin Yusuf been dropped to number 5. Zahid Mahmood played really well with the bat. Amir Khan, Khwaja Nafi also coming into the side. Munib Wasif, also a very young, good all-round cricketer. Medium pacer, Adil Mio and Fahad Amin.
Right, that's good. That's some promising names, some experienced names. So it's a good blend. That's what you need.
Absolutely. This is just the 3rd game, so they're getting that balanced right now. And have a look at that. Iftikhar Ahmed will start off the proceedings. That is a very good move against Shajil Khan, an off-spinner bowling to a left-hand batter. But we know that once he gets going, it will be fireworks.
See, T20 cricket has created some strange happenings. Normally, you would always give a new ball to a fast bowler, but you'll find a spinner bowling at the top. You'll have a spinner bowling at the depth. It's an amazing game. It's a major transformation from the accepted norms. Right, here is Iftikhar Ahmed coming in for the first ball. You've seen him. He can hit that long ball. He's a more than useful off-spinner. Seen him at close quarters. Experienced cricketer. He's actually a match winner on his day, Iftikhar Ahmed. Always excites you when he goes out to bat because he's such a powerful striker. That's with the bat in hand, of course.
A very handy cricketer. They can bowl in the middle overs. He can bowl with the new ball also. And as you said, he can hit them big. So that sort of a player is very handy in white ball cricket.
I'm interested to see how this pitch is going to play because every captain that wins the toss wants to bowl first. So Iftikhar is going to start off without a slip. He's got a long off out. Where's the second fielder? Out of the mid-wicket boundary. Those are the 2 men outside the 30-yard circle. Still seem to be a problem. Is it the side screen or what?
Shajil Khan is not happy maybe with the movement right in front of the side screen. Batting order has been changed. The opening combination has been changed. We saw Zishan Ashraf open the last time, but they've given a youngster opportunity.
Right, here's the first ball. Coming in with the arm, new ball. That's what the off-spinner does. Doesn't really spin much, but brings it back. T20 cricket is about finding the pad if you're a spinner, rather than finding the outside edge. You don't have those ripping deliveries. Again.
Yeah, especially against Shajil Khan. You just cannot afford to give him that weight outside the off-stump. So the best chance you have as an off-spinner is bowl within the stumps, as you said. So that's good start by Iftikhar already.
2 dots. See, thing about a spinner is when you're bowling dots, you get through your overs quickly. And batting sides don't realize that you suddenly wake up and see 4-5 overs gone for nothing. So this is the advantage of having a spinner bowling. And economically, now look at how quickly he's gone through those 4 balls, 4 dots. And I don't think Shahjil realizes that he's faced 4 balls.
See, this is what happens. He's now trying to do something different, just moving around in the crease, trying to create that room for himself. So as you said, Iftikhar Ahmed is bowled spot on in this over so far. Already 5 deliveries have been bowled. What, it's just 1 minute to the game?
That's what the 4 dot balls need. That's why he's trying to create a shot. He's trying to manufacture a shot. And you sometimes wonder experienced cricketers trying to do that. I mean, they all know T20 is it's a short game, but still, in the context of it, some teams don't even survive the 20 overs. Right, last ball of the over. Wide. Come on, Iftikhar, you can't do that. You just spoiled a good 5 balls by bowling a wide down the leg side. Deep mid-wicket. Long on. Oh, bit of turn. Bowled a bit slower. 2 without loss. First over done. So 2 without loss. Sukkur Patriots been put into bat by Karachi Ghazis. You think it's an important toss here to win?
Now it makes more sense to me for Karachi Ghazis, because earlier they won the toss and bowled first. They didn't have that that finishing batter in their side. But now having Iftikhar Ahmed in the side, I think this is a better decision to bat second, because that gives them an extra edge and an extra batter inside. Amir Khan, he bowled really well in the previous game.
See, one thing that has impressed me in this league, of course, we've seen individual brilliance with the batting hand, but it's been the seam bowling. I think the seam bowling cupboard of Pakistan cricket is very, very strong.
Absolutely, that has been the case. Wherever you go in Pakistan, you will find those fast bowlers. And with this league coming up, all other leagues coming up, this gives them exposure. Oh, that was an edge. Very lucky. Any other day, this would have gone into the stumps. But Shahjil Khan went after it. One time lucky.
Well, as a batter, sometimes that's the luck you need. Just needs to just clear your mind. You need to just get yourself moving. And he gets a boundary of an inside edge. Doesn't matter. He started to move. So let's see what he does here. I mean, you need to see guys like Shahjil firing. They're attractive players. And they're the crowd pullers. They're the ones that will get people watching the game. Went hard and got an inside edge. That's a much better line. From round the wicket, he's angling it back into the left-hander.
And that's your best chance against Shahjil Khan. Just don't give him any width. The length also is the key. You cannot bowl up to him also, because he'll, just at the previous delivery, he'll go hard at you. And he's got that skill that he can clear the boundary quite easily. He's got that power in him too. Field is set. There's a deep square leg and deep third in position.
Off the inside edge, he's going to get runs. Again, that inward movement back into the left-hander. That's the angle from round the wicket he's trying to create. But the dream ball would be if he could go around the wicket and get one to hold its line. Not the outswing, but get one to hold its line against a left-hander.
He's just warming up. Just 3 deliveries for him. He'll probably realize it. He has the pace. He has the skill. Amir Khan. He's played for Pakistan under 19 also. You're talking about the firepower and Shahjil not going all guns blazing. I think the pitch, it has to do with the pitch also. We haven't seen those T20 friendly pitches so far.
That's on the pads. I'm going to ask you something, but it's, I think, the last ball of the over, so maybe we can have the discussion the next over. But something that the world envies you guys about, that's about fast bowlers. How do you produce so many? I mean, you got so quality fast bowlers, quick ones that could walk into a team that has genuine pace. And is that a heritage of Pakistan cricket or what?
Definitely. From years and years, we've been producing those quality fast bowlers. The superstars of cricket has been fast bowlers in Pakistan. So normally the youngsters follow them and want to be like them.
Dot to end the over. 2 overs done. Eight without loss. Iftikhar Rahman bowling is off spin. Now, you spoke about youngsters taking to fast bowling. I mean, following up on some of those big names. One of the biggest names was Waka Yunis. How come you never took up to fast bowling? You have Yunis as your surname. How close is that? How close is that? It is close enough for the umpire to think that it's out. Well, the opening partnership has been broken. It was slower. It was tossed up. And he tried that sweep but never really got on top of it. Now he thinks it's an inside edge, but the umpire sends him on his way.
I didn't like it. Still didn't like it. Got the opportunity. Let's have a look at it one more time. Bowl it slower, as you said. Away from him. Really not sure from this angle. We might not be able to tell, but he thinks he's got the edge. But certainly not the bat. We just couldn't check that. Maybe the glove, but he was signaling it towards the bat. Mazhar Ali Khandro will have to walk back after scoring 1 run. It's 8 for 1.
Eight for 1. New batter is Kamran Ghulam. He's coming in because Sukkur Patriots have lost a wicket early. Sweeping. And Iftikhar getting a wicket into his second over. Mazhar was the one who was out. Now what interesting to see Iftikhar bowling here. Now he's not looking to push it through with the right hander. He's looking to loop it.
That's what I said. He's a very smart operator. He can bowl with the new ball. He knows how to bowl. Both Kamran Ghulam and Iftikhar, they play for the same region, same team in Pakistan domestic, so they know each other well. Kamran Ghulam is the record holder, the maximum number of runs in one season for Pakistan in domestic cricket. Kamran Ghulam, he did it in 2019. More than 1,200 runs in one season for him. But now he's transformed himself into a white ball cricketer.
Oh, very nearly, very nearly. Now that was what I was very interested to look at. What would he do to the left-hander? To the right-hander, it was slower, searching for turn. To the left-hander, round the wicket, firing it in. Last ball of the over. This is a good over. Again, a dot to end the over. He's bowled his 2 overs, just 3 runs and a wicket. Look at the angle. Back into the left-hander. 9 for 1 at the end of 3. 9 for 1. It's been a slow start for Sukkur Patriots. They've been struggling. They lost a wicket. Sharjeel hasn't really got going. Sukkur on strike. I like the length. I like his thinking. He's going full. He's looking for swing.
And that's one way of stopping the run flow. Just bowl up and get the wickets. Get the ball to swing. That's what he's trying to do, Amir Khan. They've already lost one wicket. We already see the impact of Iftikhar Ahmed in this game for Karachi Ghazis. He's kept one end tied and his other end the wickets and also get the wicket too.
Now, that's a very good looking shot. He was driving through mid-off, pitched up. The bowler had the right idea. He was looking for some swing, but I like what Ghulam did. Just got onto the front foot and hit it through mid-off.
Yeah, that's the price you pay if it doesn't swing. If you pitch it up to the batter, he'll just bang it towards a extra cover region, and he did it with some ease. Have a look at that for the balance also. High arm, great position, great placement too.
More runs here. Might have 2. See, what I don't understand is, I mean, we've just seen 4 overs. We haven't seen any terrors on this pitch. But why are the batsmen so circumspect? I mean, is it a psychological thing? Or is it lack of confidence? Because I can understand even Iftikhar. I mean, he didn't look exceptional. Just his experience, which is, he did his change of pace, those little change-ups and what he did. So, you would have expected an experienced batting lineup. That's the one that worked with the movement. Sensible.
See, they've lost their previous game. So they're just being a little touch careful at the moment. They need to have a good start and they need Sharjeel Khan to stay. But he's been kept quiet from Iftikhar Ahmed from one end because he's bowling those tight line and length to him. There are worried faces. Yasir Shah is the new captain, the new thinking, new plan with him coming inside. Probably one will give them that confidence that is required.
How do you do that? How do you break free? That's the question. They kept Sharjeel tight and quiet. So what's plan B? I mean, are you going to play like this for how long?
And maybe Sharjeel Khan can play out Iftikhar Ahmed from one end and look to attack from the other end. But Amir Khan is also bowling beautifully. They've planned well. They're executing it well. They're bowling within the stumps. And they're off to a very good start, Karachi Ghazis already. Just 17 runs in 3.5 overs.
Last ball of the over. Again, the angle. This is good batting. Really good batting using the pace. And what about the fielding? Really good. Ran around the boundary and definitely cut off 2. It's 21 for 1 at the end of 4. God, what are they doing, man?
आप नहीं आओ ना, आप वाइट शर्ट पहने हुए हो।
लेना खदिया ना
value addition to the side. And desperately, Karachi needed some reinforcements, and they've got one. Iftikhar Ahmed in action. 20 for 1, you sedate start, but 1 wicket in the wickets column, you still say you have an opportunity of 14 overs after the power play. Iftikhar Ahmed brings so much to the table, and he can be a handy bowler, of course a batter who's got the flexibility to bat from 4 to 7, depending on what the team needs, and then of course the fielder he is. Good afternoon, Salman. Another day, another chance for
Thank you, Sikandar. Good afternoon, everyone. And definitely, Iftikhar is such a valuable addition to any side, and especially Karachi Ghazis. The way they played the first 2 games, they look vulnerable. Their batting, he provides such a balance. Somebody who can bowl well, and meanwhile, as we just compliment his bowling, Shirjeel Khan has put one over extra cover in magnificent fashion. Very well timed, a great cricket stroke. Have a look at this. Just give himself a bit of room and just times it. Not trying to hit it too hard, and executes a beautiful boundary. So he's been operating with the mid-on in the circle, and this time Shirjeel goes big, and this is a big one into the stands. That's a great hit. Dances down the track and middles one, and absolutely drills it. It's back in the stands.
Yeah, the matchup has been brought in, the off spinner to the left-hander, but what he does is comes down, and that way he creates his own length. Meets the ball early, and the power that he possesses, Shirjeel, helps the ball to just clear the boundary by a mile. Suddenly a good start in the over, 2 runs of the first 3 balls, and then you got 10 runs conceded, so it makes it 12 of the over already, and he's still got 1 ball to go. And you just get a feeling that someone like Shirjeel would think, why waste the power play? So it was just 20 when we started off, and he's trying to cash out what's left of it.
Well, he's taken his time trying to get hold of. This is a new pitch, remember, this hasn't been used in the tournament previously. So maybe having a good look before he makes his move, and now he's finally started with a 4 and a 6. And this one punched to the covers, but no run. 5 gone, 31 for 1 Sukkur.
Yes, covering.
It's 31 for 1 after 5, 1 more over to go in the power play.
Thank you.
It's pretty strange, isn't it, that Shirjeel Khan hasn't been picked in the Pakistan Super League by any franchise. He's had a hot and cold national T20, so maybe he hasn't got the air, but someone like him, you don't expect him to perform every game. You expect him to perform in 1 or 2 games, and he single-handedly wins it for you. That's what the key is, someone like Chris Gale.
Yes, sometimes things happen which you do not expect, and it is certainly something that we were not expecting, that Shirjeel won't be picked. So it's a huge opportunity for Shirjeel today. If he can get a big one, there's a replacement draft tomorrow, and who knows that now franchises have a few players missing out, so they are going to headhunt for the new ones. And if Shirjeel is, you know, he gets something of good magnitude today, then maybe his name is under consideration for the PSL.
Down the wicket, Kamran Ghulam now gives charge and gets a maximum going. Now this guy, he is very deceptive. He's a proper batter, but he's worked hard on his skills of power hitting, and time and again he shows this. Comes down and plays it over the head of the bowler.
Yes, somebody who's really worked hard on his fitness. He's a short guy, but he has very strong arms. very stockily built, a lot of muscle around him, and we just saw a glimpse of this power that he possesses. A great stroke, and it was a huge hit. So another six. So 2 sixes in the space of like 6-7 deliveries. Sukkur are taking off.
He's lucky to get away with it. It was a bad delivery, full on the legs. Good you mention about the replacement draft and opportunities there. You know, they're players with reputations but haven't really been doing well. Some of them have but not been favoured. Ahmed Shahzad not picked, Umar Akmal not picked, Sharjeel not picked.
Ahmed Shahzad played a good knock the other day. His first game in the BPL, he got 30 odd of around 14 deliveries, and he's played wonderfully well in the national T20, scored lots of runs over there, and he was in contention, and we expected that maybe somebody will pick him, because at the moment he's shown good fitness and good form. And who knows, there's a replacement draft, as I said before. So players who are in contention, who are the ones who can go big and who have this reputation of being match winners in their own right, so there are still chances for them. So we'll all know who gets picked by tomorrow.
Again, a swing, and swings hard. Finds the fielder though. Just right at the verge of the end of the power play. 1 ball to go. It's 39 for 1. And we hope to see that these kind of starts do happen, and we've seen them happening in the power play in the tournament. But then the batting sides batting first have lost their way. We hope that today Sukkur does well with the opportunity at hand.
Yes, and you expect somebody like Kamran Ghulam, who is a big scorer in the domestic season, to just keep batting. And this is a wonderful cricket stroke, driven through covers, magnificent boundary, another one for them, and they are now taking off. So end of power play in good fashion. 43 it is for 1. This was a slow one, over pitched and just timed beautifully. Just good use of the wrist and giving the ball the direction, not trying to hit it hard, and that is what good batting is all about. So they need Kamran Ghulam to bat through, and this is what the successful teams have done here at the SPL. One of their top batters has batted through.
Zahid Mahmood has been brought into the attack, so spin in operation for the first time. So when Salman and I joined, it was 4 overs, 19 for 1, Sukkur, and then they ended the power play with 43. So that means they batted 24 in 2 overs.
Zahid, with this field, with 5 on the offside, definitely is going to slide the ball on the offside. And now Sharjeel needs to make a smart move. Maybe stand on middle and off and come closer to the line, because if you see now, he was initially standing outside the leg stump. And the fielding suggests, there you see, another ball towards this sliding down the offside, this time called a wide. But Sharjeel, if he wants to hit the ball hard, he needs to get closer to the line of the ball. At the moment, he's standing outside leg stump.
He just cuts past backward point. That'll be a boundary. So there are 5 men, as you mentioned, on the offside, 3 in the circle. This outfield will give you value for shots. Once you miss that, it's gone. Interesting thing you mentioned about change of guard, how Sharjeel can actually cover the line of the ball and open up the onside. He is known to be having wooden legs, so he relies more on reach. So that would be a good idea, as you mentioned. Change your guard. Just try to come out and open this onside if you cover the line of the ball. At the moment, he's more than happy in cutting the ball behind the square on the offside. There you go again, but this extra bit of bounce on 2 occasions, the ball has just gone over the bat.
There's a huge gap over the cover fielder who's in the circle, that is Iftikhar. And if he gets closer to the line of the ball, he can go over that. This time, it's just an on drive for 1 run. With Sherjeel, you do not expect many doubles or triples. So he'll just play his big shots and take the ones available.
Both the batters, Kamran and Sherjeel, have got themselves a start. 22 Kamran, 24 Sherjeel. They need to now capitalize on this opportunity. The conversion has to work for the team. And more you'd like to see is Kamran carrying on and give Sherjeel the license of taking the risk. 7 gone, 49 for 1. .49 for 1. Coming to the start of the 8th over. Fahad will operate from that University Road, and he's bowling his 2nd over. First one went for 12. Yeah, you clearly see the idea or the plan against Sherjeel is full and wide outside the off stump, whether it's a quick bowler or a spinner. This time an extra delivery, an extra run conceded, but that seems to be the plan with, again, 5 on the offside.
See, this strategy is debatable because there's wickets that you can pick up if you bowl the right areas. You're already looking to defend and you're just in the 7th over of the game. So you are trying to target this white line and looking to stay away from the danger zone of Sherjeel. But at the same time, you're also providing him room. It's just that Sherjeel hasn't realized it and hasn't changed his guard. Once again, he's finding himself far from the ball. And that is because he's standing way outside the leg stump. Whereas this clear strategy from the bowling side is to bowl near that wide indicator line. So he needs to get closer.
Interested in that deep backward square leg. This time he just pulls that one, just drops short of long on. Maybe you say that the long on fielder was a little slow in taking off or anticipating where the ball is going to end up. You just get a feeling he realizes that it's dying and dipping on him. Have a look at that. Because Sherjeel is such a power hitter, the men in the deep are right at the rope. .50 up for Sukkur. That man at the deep backward square leg is the key. That is his strong zone, Sherjeel. You bowl anything inside the set of the stumps to Sherjeel and he plays it off the hips. That's the area where he scores the most, and that's the area he's lost his wicket the most as well. You got to have that best fielder right there who's stuck to that rope. Now you can see him to the top left of your screen. There. Easy as you like. So smoothly played. I mean, nothing about power. This was about timing.
Well, this is a gift for Sherjeel. Right where he wants it. In the block hole. Not in the block hole. Half volley. And he uses that to the fullest. Wow, beautiful. Full face of the bat, just lifting his arms and depositing the ball long way out of the boundary. Huge six this. So Sharjeel is getting his flow. This bowling is not ideal. The field was set for something different, but the bowler, I don't know who he bluffed, Sharjeel or his own team.
Suddenly, once they crossed over number 4, they were 19 for 1. Since then, they've been scoring in double figures every over. So 19 for 1 and 4. They ended the power play 43 for 1. And now they're 58 in another couple of overs. That's a flat bat shot,
So
horizontal
now
bat.
this makes it 50 in the last 3.5 overs. If it was 19 for 1, 40, that is 19 for 1 and 59 for 1 now, and we are still in the 8th over. So 40 runs and still 1 ball to go. It's very important that one of these batters carries on till the end, and they would love them both to keep batting, because if this happens, they will give their side big total. So that's another one. 60 it is for 1 at the end of 8.
$60 for 1. Sharjeel taking time to get himself in. Master Blaster. We know what he can do if he gets himself in. So he's done the hard work. Kamran as well has been a very good, able partner to him. 24 from 16. I welcome Ali Yunus, who joins me this afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Great to be in the commentary box with you, with our lovely green shirts on today. Hey? Greeners for go. Zindabad.
Yeah, I'm just loving your Urdu skills, Nick Bhai. It's a good game in our hands. It was much needed for the tournament, for the league, that Sharjeel Khan gets going.
Yeah, I'm learning the lingo slowly. I'm still waiting, though, to go for that coffee on Burns Road. I'm excited. I've heard all about it in Karachi and all the wonderful sights here, but we'll have to maybe tomorrow. He goes big. Has he gone big enough? Straight to the man at square leg. No. Kamran. Oh, he looks so threatening. It wasn't the greatest delivery from Zahid. He'll consider himself a lucky man. But it's a much needed wicket for Karachi.
Yeah, the shot was on. The length, he picked it up. Just played it straight into the hands. Maybe he could have placed it better. There were two fielders, and he hit it straight to the square leg fielder. He will consider himself very unlucky, because it was there to be hit. He's disappointed, rightly so, because he knew he got the ball. Played well for his 24 runs. It's 60 for 2.
One line देखना yeah right middle
Zishan Afraf from Ukara plays for Multan Sultan in the PSL and opened the batting in the last game. He's in at number 4. And he's in because of this. A nice long hop. That should have got dealt with. 60 for 2. Zahid making some waves. Yes, this was the previous wicket. The batsman was trying to hit that into row Z and didn't quite get hold of it. Nice catch on the boundary. Goes big, it's another wicket. So Zishan Ashraf comes and goes. Back to Akara. The left-hander didn't wait or spend much time, did he, to have a look? What do you make of this?
Just poor shot selection, very poor. And you've got Sharjeel Khan on the other hand. There is no point that you need to attack, and especially on the second delivery that you're facing. Very ordinary. As you said, you'll have to walk back to Okara. Zishan Ashraf, disappointing. 60 for 3 now.
Lovely view of Karachi, daytime. 2 games today. This is the afternoon game. Karachi playing against the Sukkur Patriots, and Riaz Khan, emerging player, is in a little bit earlier than he perhaps would have liked, or his team would have liked. Loss of 3 wickets. Sharjeel still there, the experienced man. We know what he can do. 2 slips. Zahid has 2 wickets to his name, so he's definitely a threat. And I like this from Karachi. Get the slips in. It's like a test match. Had a couple of good test matches going on at the moment, haven't we? England taking on India. Well, more about that after the break. It's 9 down, 60 for 3. Not out for Sharjeel, but he's lost his partners. Kamran was looking good, 24 from 19, hit a long hop down deep square leg, so they've had to rebuild. Zishan came and went, played a poor shot, was stumped. We've seen in these daytime games, Ali, that here we go, let's have a look at these dismissals. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I would say Kamran Khalam touch unlucky, just could not quite get the elevation, but this was really poor. They were going fine, they were doing some good batting, scoring some runs, but then all of a sudden they've lost a couple of wickets and the pressure is back on Sukkur now. They need a partnership again, as we see Munib Wasif, another very young all-round cricketer. He's a medium pace, he's got those variations, he can bat well too.
Yeah, and it's this stage of the game where no one's really taken hold of it throughout the competition. A lot of teams have lost their way. They've had decent starts and then they've fallen away, and particularly during these daytime games where perhaps the ball's not coming on quite like you'd expect and timing can be difficult. Players are getting into trouble, so it's about the intent for me. You know, making sure you're getting singles. For example, that last shot, you know, could they have scampered a quick single? Keep the board ticking over. There again, Sharjeel's not the quickest between the wickets, as we know. He prefers to hit boundaries, but nevertheless, you know, I think it's an area that all the teams can actually improve on.
Yeah, which reminds me, it was Asad Shafiq, the veteran. I think he's been the best example of what you're saying, running between the wickets. The way he did it with Zishan Malik yesterday, they were running for everything and that put the pressure on the fielding side. But Shajil Khan, he's a boundary hitter. He doesn't believe in taking singles. Look at that, lots of confusion. Direct hit was required. Not quite there. So now you see why they're not taking those quick singles.
Yeah, you can see all the men on the right on the circle. He just wants to keep strike, doesn't he? He keeps licking his lips, thinking, I'm here to hit boundaries. Leave me to it. Boundaries not really coming as free-flowing, certainly as he would like. Current rate just drops below 7 now. So Monib has started well, has the seamer. Spread field, deep square leg and a fine leg. Third man 2. And again, is pushed into the offside. No run. There's a sharp hit. Will they get overthrows? No, they won't.
So again, Riaz wanted a single. He was halfway through. Shajil was not even looking at him. He was not even interested. But that's okay. As long as Shajil stays there, runs will come. So maybe he might not be ideal as far as the singles are concerned. But you don't want to be risking his wicket for a 1 run.
The problem you have is that every player is different. For example, when I came, I liked to get ones. I liked to drop one. I liked my partner to pull me through. It got me going. So Riaz, for example, maybe he's that type of player who needs the single and needs to be busy. He doesn't want to stay on naught too long. The pressure will start to mount. Yeah, I'll get off the mark now, which will leave a little bit of pressure. And we'll just give 1 ball for Sharjeel as we approach the halfway mark. It's another beautiful day out here in Karachi. Sun is shining. Temperature is just perfect, isn't it? Beats being in the UK right now, I can tell you. It's freezing cold. There's no cricket being played there, although they're playing in India at the moment.
And even in Lahore, Nick, freezing cold. I came here last week. The temperature was 2 or 3 there. It's freezing. But it's nice and warm. Great day for cricket here in Karachi. We're witnessing some good cricket too. 10 overs gone. 63 for 3.
Iftikhar with a wicket. Bowled his 3 overs, his off spin, and was pretty impressive. Was the man who's just joined us. Great to see a man of his caliber in the competition. We'll see him with a bat, no doubt. Otherwise, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag, but they've been right on top of it at Karachi. They need a victory. They've had 2 games already, and they have been below par. There's been a big push from the coaching staff, captain Saib Zada Farhan. He's had they want to lead from the front and try and get this Karachi team on that points table, that's for sure. But they've got to get this man out. You know how dangerous he is. Facing Zahid, the leg spinner. Yeah, it's nice bowling. It's clever bowling, isn't it? Keeping it away from his arc. We know that Sharjeel likes it in that slog sweep area, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's his zone. But it would be interesting to see what approach he gets now. Shajil Khan, when he's lost a couple of wickets on the other hand, there's a youngster playing with him. Team needs him to be there. Does he change the style of his play for the team, or he still goes big after anything that is in his zone? I think probably that is the right way. If it is there to be hit in his zone, you've got to make sure that you hit it. But they cannot also afford to lose Shajil Khan. Oh, that one came in sharply. Was very close of getting that wicket. Zaid, he knows that. He's disappointed.
Yeah, Riaz has got a job to do. He's got to be busy. I know that Sharjeel's not keen on these singles. As we watched the previous delivery, definitely didn't pick that, did he? It was a little googly or a little slider that went in. And he's got to make sure he gets the big man back on strike. Crash through the offside. That is Sharjeel Khan at his best. Thunderous shot through the offside. A much needed 4 it is.
Oh, that was powerful shot. Just waited enough, Shajil Khan. That's his scorer. Look at that. Just waited enough. And just banged it through extra cover. The force behind that shot. Fielder had no chance whatsoever. It's because the way he hits it. Very strong man. Similar shot, but straight to the fielder this time. Could not quite place it. Like what I have noticed so far, it's the middle overs that batting sides have struggled. Either it has been the openers who've been scoring runs, or the finishers have scored runs. What is happening with those middle order batters?
Just think in form. Actually, it can be quite difficult to score runs, so you've got to make sure you keep ticking the ones and twos and play busy. And I think sometimes they've lost that. They've almost been aiming too big, lost their shape, and the spin bowlers have been of high quality as well. Yeah, it's well bowled from Zahid. It's a very good comeback from him. It ends the 11th, 70 for 3. Nine overs remaining. Run rate is healthy. It could be better. We've seen these daytime games, no one's really taken hold of it as of yet. Both teams want to win. Both teams need a victory. Neither have managed to get on the points table as of yet. Sharjil's playing nicely, 40 from 35, anchoring this innings. Zahid will continue. He's bowled nicely as the big right armour, bowling over the wicket. It's Munib. My apologies. Munib takes over, just a fall from his first over.
Yeah, another advantage Karachi Ghazis have. I think if the Khair that he's helping, if Sabzada Farhan with the captaincy also, because he's all experienced, he's played lots of T20 cricket. So I'm really looking forward for Karachi Ghazis to have their first win, because they've lost two out of 2. And they're such a good side. They've got so much talent in batting. It was heartbreak not to see them win. They've been coached by Mushtaq Ahmed, the great leg spinner. This is better. Played it towards long on for just 1 run. It's very important that Riaz gets some boundaries too, because we just don't want to be putting lots of pressure of hitting boundaries on Sharjeel. So it's important that Riaz gets going with him. That will ease it up and it will make him play till the end, because in pursuit of boundaries, Shajil Khan might lose his wicket. That's not what they want at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to keep his intensity up, keep the runs flowing. 3 from 7. Needs to get up to 100 inside edge. Yeah, this is where things can go a little awry as you talk about these middle overs. And you see the best. They complement each other, don't they? Riaz will know that Sharjil's looking for the boundary. So when he's in, he needs to manipulate the ball. He's a small guy. So get either side of it, you know, maybe a little shimmy over to the offside, or even show the stumps, try and hit through the offside. You've got to do something a little bit different. 3 balls left. Sharjil's on the attack. It's good bowling, keeping it away from his strength. You can see there's a real concerted effort to put the ball wide to the big left-hander. And I know that anything straight will go, can go the distance. So they've done their homework as Sabzada Farhan kept him quiet so far. Sharjil hasn't really got going. Very rarely do you see him scored run a ball.
I think they planned well and executed it brilliantly too against Shajil Khan. Starting off with an off spinner, Iftikhar Ahmed was very disciplined with his line and length. Just kept him quiet. Oh, there's a chance. Shajil Khan. Oh, direct hit. He should be safe. He should be safe. But he'll still have a look at it, the third umpire. He will refer it to him. You want them to take short singles, Nick. This is what happens.
Sharjeel, it's almost like a, oh, if I have to, please don't call me through for a quick single. It's good fielding, but I think he got his bat down in time. Otherwise, it was very lazy running. No, quite easy. So Sharjeel will see another delivery. And for Sukkur Patriots, they hope that he's there till the 20th over. Yep, not out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how teams go about it. Karachi, who will have second hit out, they struggled to chase down in the first match. 190 was scored in that innings, and they fell way below par. In the second match, they again only managed to put up a pretty small score, 150, and that was chased down as well. So their third opportunity to make amends. Someone's got to take the responsibility in these day games, because batting has not been as easy, and teams haven't really taken hold of these games. It's been one-sided largely. Some of the dignitaries, lots of them. Ah, there we go. It's wide. And Sharjeel, well, he makes no mistake. That'll end at 12th. It's 78 for 3.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, we are ready to start again. Sukkur Patriots are not doing too well. 78 for 3 at the end of 12. They've been threatening a bit, but they haven't really been able to carry on. Iftikhar has bowled extremely well. 1 for 15 in 3 overs, but a lot will depend on Sharjeel. 46 of 39. He's starting to warm up. Riaz has taken his time, 4 of 8. Oh, well bowled. There was some tentativeness about it. Salman Bhatt, I'm a bit surprised. They've gone upstairs for the stumping, but I'm a bit surprised at this approach.
Yes, the umpire has referred it to the third umpire, and I think that the keeper looks very sure. This one is the one that went on with the arm, but the foot didn't seem to move at all. I don't know what got the keeper excited, but at the first look of it, it doesn't seem to be any chance of him getting out unless he has lifted the foot. Nothing from the angle that we have. We'll see it once again, maybe slow it down a bit. It's never lifted. The keeper signaling towards the foot of the batter as if trying to show the umpire that it is in front of the line, but it's not. So not out is given, and we are back with no damage, just a dot ball. 78 for 3 into the 13th over, and I wonder what Sukkur Patriots want to do with Bilawal Bhatti and Khalid Usman, who are very experienced all-rounders, and they have tons of first-class experience. And as we speak about them, this is a big stroke, and this time it's going to be a catch. Deep mid-wicket takes it easily. Another one down, 78 for 4.
This is surprising for me. I'm surprised at the approach. We've seen that the surface is quite decent. It hasn't misbehaved at all. And the approach of the Sukkur batters, look at this, tossed up. And his head is up. He was looking more for elevation than actual distance. Taken in the deep. Soft dismissal. Riaz Khan out for 4. Sukkur now 78 for 4. Bilawal Bhatti is a new batter. Now you're speaking about him, how good he is. He's an all-rounder who could contribute, and here he is. Can he get things moving? He's on strike. Iftikhar Ahmed has got away. He's bowled well, but I'm saying that the Sukkur batters haven't really looked to attack him.
Yes, and he has been bowling really slow, very slow through the air, enticing the batters to go after him. They've just been reluctant, and when they have chosen to go after him, the idea hasn't been right. It hasn't worked for them. So Iftikhar getting through his spell. He's closing in on his 4th over. He has 2 for 16, and it shows the value that he has brought into this team through his bowling, and his batting in the middle order will definitely help Karachi Ghazis, because they were the team who, once they lost their first 3, then didn't have much to offer. So Iftikhar brings in a lot of value for them. And this one is going to be another one, and it's Sharjeel this time. What a poor stroke that was, and Iftikhar is the man for Karachi. He has taken 3 wickets now, giving away only 16 runs, and Sharjeel, I don't know what he was thinking while trying to play that shot, but he's lost his wicket, and the team are in further trouble.
I don't believe it. He was looking so good. Iftikhar appears to be the man with the golden arm. He's got 3 wickets in 4 overs. He hasn't looked threatening. I don't want to use the word innocuous because he's got 3 wickets. But Sharjeel goes for 46 of 40. Patriots 79 for 5 and in heaps of trouble here.
Alta niște eu.
79 for 5. The run rate is now under 6.5 runs and over. So Sukkur Patriots in familiar territory. Slip in.
शाबाश की भाई.
A dot to end the over. 13 done. It's 79 for 5.
Once again, this was away from the body, and it's unbelievable to see a set batter play a stroke like this in a situation like this, having no clue of what he's doing and what his team requires. And that is very disappointing to see a player like Sharjeel of his ability. We know he's a dasher, he can win you a game, he can hit the big ball. But to get out in a situation where the team is already in trouble, this shot absolutely made no sense. And for Karachi, Iftikhar is the man. He's just come in and he's straight away shown the difference that he makes.
The other thing about Sukkur Patriots is that they've now allowed Karachi to even strangle them even more with 2 new batters. The value of Sharjeel. They needed Sharjeel to carry on because he was the set batter. He's got 46 out of 79. That tells you a story. And now 2 new batters. What would they end up? Runs here. They're running that first run hard. Will they come back for 2? They're coming back for 2. Should be a run out here had the throw been good. Throw was wide. Good aggressive running in the end.
Yes, it's amazing to see how the batting sides, after getting reasonable starts, have messed up in the middle. And that is where the lacking has been. How to construct an innings, how to set up a total. And the batters have failed to do that. Shots being played and low percentage cricket being played. This one swept for a single. There was the chance of a run out, but the throw was very wide, misdirected. So I wonder what meetings have been telling, the coaches have been telling in the meetings to these young boys, because the problem seems to be the same. Every time they approach the middle of the innings, and that is where they start to lose wickets, and then they lose them in clusters. And this one, maybe another one. No, the umpire says going down the legs. So Karachi now have a strong hold in this game.
See, on the surface. That's something that I'm very interested to hear your viewpoint. Hits it down long on and over long on field. I don't think he judged it well. It's very important when you're on the boundary that you judge it well, then you judge the jump as it were. Now they're checking whether it's a 6 or a 4. The fielder was in. It's a good bold shot because he was hitting it with the turn. Whatever turn it had. Let's see. I think he was well in. He misjudged it to a point. Did it hit the rope on the full?
Well, that is some lack of game awareness. You're in, there are overs to go. You play a shot, aim straight at a fielder who runs in, misjudges it, and the ball goes across the boundary rope. Now it's umpire going to check if it's landed inside the ropes or outside the ropes. I think it's landed inside the ropes, and then it will be a boundary. So yes, just there is the signal, the umpire signaling that it's a boundary. But once again, it's something that we are trying to comprehend. in terms of the batting approach in the middle overs. You need to develop partnerships. Once you have developed a partnership, then things are different. 14 gone, 86 for 5.
$86 for 5. Sukkur Patriots. So we're going to see more spin here because if Iftikhar finished his spell, some leg spin. Now the question to you is, now I know you did the pitch report, but I wonder whether this pitch behaved as badly as what the scorecard suggests. 87 for 5. I haven't seen anything outrageous.
Yes, actually none of us have seen any demons in the pitch. It's just been poor shot making, poor choices with the bat in hand, and a mental block maybe, not reading the situation, going after bowlers without much plan. And once again this has been edged, trying to cut the ball, and it's gone for a boundary towards third. So welcome boundary there for Sukkur Patriots, but they've messed up this innings. They are 91 for 5 in the 15th, and coming back to the pitch, the pitch hasn't done any sort of such thing where the batters would struggle. It's just that they haven't been able to set up a good total.
Well, last two boundaries have been lucky. Even this one off the bottom edge of the bat, the previous one over long on, could have easily gone to hand. That's the wrong, and he's asking for the stumping. I think he's gone. Bounced, the wrong end, completely missed it. And Sukkur Patriots have lost another one.
Yes, this time around it was a googly, and Zahid is a master at doing that, and the boy had no idea what's coming up. So he stretched too far ahead of himself, and in the end losing balance. His toe comes out of the crease, and the keeper does the rest. So another wicket down, and the confirmation is on your screens. 91 for 6 it is. We are halfway through the 15th. So the new batter is in, and it's Khalid Usman, the left-arm spinner, and he can bat a bit. And he plays his domestic cricket for Pakistan Wabda and for the KP province and Team Aptabad. So he has loads of experience, and he's played PSL seasons for Peshawar Zalmi. So hopefully he can turn things around and get Sukkur Patriots to something decent.
That's the wrong and pushed through quick. I don't think that's out. That was bouncing and going down the leg side, but a lovely disguise as far as the leg spinner Zahid is concerned. Completely surprised him.
So the keeper is having a go at Khalid Usman because both of them are teammates at Wabda, and they know each other quite well. He loves to cut the ball. He will play maximum balls off the back foot. I think Zahid knows that very well as well. He's providing no room.
It's been a brilliant over so far. 5 runs and a wicket, 2 dot balls. Doesn't get a run. 15 done, 91 for 6.
So here's the batting card, and it's not very impressive. Shajil, 46 of 40, and then not much of mention. Salman Hanif went for 1 of 5. Kamran Ghulam, he was the one who had to bat through. Came in, looked good, and then couldn't capitalize. And now it's the team Sukkur in trouble. 91 for 6 as we start the 16th over. And it's Bilawal and Khalid. Both can bat, both very experienced. So Sukkur will be hoping that these two get going and get them to something decent to defend.
See, the question here is what is decent? Because teams batting second have found it very easy. They have never been challenged. I mean, they've chased down 150 with just 4 wickets down, courtesy some good batting. We've seen 10-wicket wins, comprehensive wins, chasing. So, what's the good score here batting first? That's been a mystery.
Yes, I think it's because of the way they have approached batting. You just cannot, think premeditatedly that you're going to have a go at things. You have to go in, see your resources, see how many people are there who you can rely on, and then the two most efficient ones, one of them has to bat till the end, and that is how things work. Not every team is England who bat till the 10th number, so they can have a go at anything. But teams are not realizing. They're trying to copy that brand of cricket without having the same resources, and this is where the game awareness has to come in. Firstly, the team has to know itself, and then they can plan about the others.
Sukkur are in such a state that at the moment they're depending only on singles, not even boundaries, not even attempting boundaries. And they play dot balls in between, so 16 overs done, 96 for 6.
Six for 6, 4 to go. Sharjeel out. Disappointing for the Sukkur Patriots. They would have hoped that their big left-hander could have seen the innings through. Current run rate of 6, but which runs in line with most of the teams who haven't managed to grab these daytime games by the throat and really put their foot down. They've stumbled, they've stuttered at times. Farhad continues. It's a thrashing shot to the outside. I think they'll just get one for it though. Probably deserved a little bit more. The Karachi Ghazis have been exceptional. I think their plans to Sharjeel were very obvious at times, but effective, keeping the ball away from the left-hander's hitting zone. Sukkur, but it's been an impressive performance from Karachi, but we know it's only half the job done.
Nick, is just another day and the same story. 60 for 1 in 8 overs and 98 for 6 in the 17th. It just tells you there's no heavy reliance on the emerging players. They need more time out, of course, experience, you can't blame them. But once you get a batting side 4 down, and then you almost run through the rest of them.
Yeah, and it takes time to emerge, as you say. The emerging players need to emerge. They need to obviously find themselves and their confidence and their form. A little bit of scare here. God, that can really hurt, I tell you. Big inside edge onto the side of your knee. It looks pretty innocuous, but I can tell you it's very painful. Yeah, no one's really grabbed. The middle overs, I would say, have been the area of concern. A lot of teams have had a good start.
You talk about injuries. I was thinking the other day, can you think of any other sport which has a ball that could be that harmful to a human body? Football doesn't, golf doesn't, tennis doesn't for
I don't
sure.
think there's a ball that is that hard. You see it in probably ice hockey, the puck does a bit of damage.
Yeah. Apart from those hockey goalkeepers, the ice hockey goalkeepers who are heavily padded all the way, I see cricket as a sport where you always have injuries because of the ball. And you can't even change what it's made of, because then you just completely eliminate the willow part of it in the sport. Also one of the sports that get affected by weather. You can play football, you can play any other sport, but once it rains, gone, full stop. Nicely played over extra cover. Once you part that fielder at short cover, you're in business.
Yeah, they need more of this. Nice looking shot that. They had the width. It was full enough to just get the hands through it. 4 or 5 more of those just to get the score up a bit. Something a bit more competitive. We're always looking in these day games about 140 you sort of feel is par. 140 is a good score. Billowell moving on to 15 now, and he's playing quite fluidly, and he's thread that one through beautifully. Oh, what a bit of fielding. Wonderful athleticism out in the deep. It looked for all money, but there was some sublime commitment and good pace too.
Yeah, that was timed well by Bilal Bhatti. He was really racing to the boundary, and the sweeper on the offside, look at that. Dive, flick, that's really well done. Ooh. Be careful with that back foot on touching the rope.
That would have been really disappointing if he'd allowed a boundary there, but it was exceptional fielding, so they've got the right men on the boundary as well. Trying to keep it out of the hitting zone here. Good bowling. Good urgency, but they needed a bit more of this early on, didn't they? That's 17 gone, 107 for 6.
"17 overs bowled, 107 for 6. Sukkur. Great opportunity for Karachi to score their first 2 points. They've lost 2 games, 2 out of 2. So just to open their account on the points table, they need this win, and they've done well with the ball. We keep talking about the sides winning the toss, deciding to chase, but it's pretty much even Stevens. If you don't score well batting first, you're yourself to blame. The first game, the opening game, was won by the side batting first. Then the 2 games after that, one chasing. We're yet to see a tight finish. Look at the points table there. Hyderabad and Mirpur Khas 2 out of 2. Larkana right in the middle with 1 win and 1 loss. And Karachi, Sukkur and Benazirabad yet to open their account. Only difference is Sukkur and Benazirabad have played only 1 game. This is very important for Karachi Ghazis to stay alive in the tournament. You can't afford to lose 3 out of 3. Oh, he's lost the bat.
Whoopsie daisy. Tries to give that one a good thrash through the leg side, and that went far further than the ball. Be careful when you're running to get a move on. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, I sort of feel, Sukkur, in these shorter format tournaments, a lot of it's about momentum, and you've got to find that momentum pretty quickly. There's not a lot of time to play catch up. If you don't hit the ground running, it invariably can get a little bit late. So you don't want to wait too long before your first victory or before you find some form. You need players that are playing well and playing well now. Owners and dignitaries. Again, it's well bowled, cramping him up, not giving him any room to free his arms. So we'll get through for a leg bye, but they need boundaries. Singles and twos not really going to do it at this stage. 140, the mark that seems to be on everyone's mind. Can they get 140 and make a game of it?
Like the part where the reinforcements have come. Iftikhar Ahmed now part of Karachi, so you just feel that there's more balance in their batting. He can offer you with the ball as well. Bilawal Bhatti into Sukkur's team offers balance. Two good all-rounders. And there are more players coming in. Oh, where are you going? Non-striker. And he's hit the ball at the wrong end. The keeper has completely lost the plot. Afraq has no idea what's happening at the other side. The two batters were almost right next to each other, waiting for a handshake. That far he was from that non-striker's crease.
Yeah, they should have got two here. Definitely two. It's such a long boundary out there. You can almost run one for the throw. It was a good bit of fielding. But this is a stage where you've got to be really alert. Coming back for twos, you've still got 4 wickets in the hatch. I need 2 overs and 2 deliveries now. They need to run every single they can get. Ah, it's a lovely shot. Just opened up the front hip there. Watch the class of this shot. It wasn't particularly wide. Just outside off stump. Oh, fantastic hand. Threads it through that gap, and we'll get 4. Much needed 4 too. The Khalid is assisting Bilawal.
Yeah, for a moment I thought he's just opened the face of the bat. He's actually square cut that properly. And he's a proper bat. He's got 100, first class 100. Handy left arm spinner. Used to be the captain of his side last year on the domestic circuit, captaining KP. "18 overs bowled, 114 for 6. Batting card for the Sukkur Patriots, 46 for Sharjeel of 40 deliveries. Kamran looked good with his 24 of 19, and now down the order, Bilawal and Khalid Usman. Looking to get as many as possible in the remaining 12 deliveries. It's a spread out onside field, just one man inside the circle, that's short fine. Otherwise 3 men patrolling the boundary. Oh, that's a nice ball. Unlucky. The keeper doesn't collect it, but that's an excellent delivery. Nothing that a batter can do.
Yeah, beat everyone. That's how good the ball was. Just cut him in half, didn't it? See if you can repeat that. This is a perfect Yorker as you can find. And Beazled the keeper too. So 115 for 6, 2 overs to go. 130, can they get up to 130? Khalid and Bilawal got a few boundaries away, so the timing has returned. Again, excellent bowling. They're going to push hard for 2 here. They should come back. They're going to go for it. Oh, and they get back. So good running, good urgency in these dying overs. It's nice bowling from Farhad. He's gone from 36 so far in his 3 overs, and he's bowled 2 good Yorkers so far.
Yeah, bowling those accurate Yorkers takes a lot of practice. You go wrong, you could end up with a low full toss or a half volley, but this time we've seen the first 2 deliveries right in the block hole. Just not allowing the batter to get underneath it. Good over this. No boundaries as yet.
I think he's just got to carry on with the same ploy. He's got 3 men out on the leg side. You see there's a huge boundary to the leg side of the right-hander, and it's a long, long hit for a boundary. So the bowler's thinking is correct. Try and angle it in and really cramp up the wielding bat of Billowell, who's moved on to 20. And he hits and he misses. It's a change of pace. And it's an outstanding over, final over here from Farhad, who's shown great application and skill.
Yeah, when you know it as a bowler that they're going to go after you, then you could actually bowl those slower ones, because the batter is having a mindset. He's going to go hard and he's going to swing hard. Why not just deceive him with the lack of pace? And that's what exactly happened with Bilawal Bhatti. Out for 20. 118 for 7. Sindhi emerging player Ali Abbas, the new batter in. 2 balls to go in the over, and an over after this in the innings. Ali Abbas on strike for Sukkur Patriots. It's a very clever over from Fahad. Oh, he's got a faint edge. Wow. Ali Abbas doesn't really bother much. He'll have to take that long walk. The same route he came in. He'll have to walk. And 7 down now. What a good over this is. A couple of Yorkers, then a slower one, and have a look at this. Takes the inside part of the bat. Clark knew it, and the umpire caught it. So another batter goes back. 118 for 8. Fahad is on a hat-trick. It's not the first time in the Sindh Premier League we're seeing a bowler on a hat-trick. Yet to have one. It's probably the 4th hat-trick opportunity for a bowler. Ruman Reis, the former Pakistan international, is now on strike for Sukkur Patriots, and he's going to face the hat-trick ball. And ends up with a full toss. End of the over, 19 gone. It's 118 for 8.
It's just incredible.
Last over of the Sukkur Patriot innings. They will need as many as possible, with Amir Khan ready to bowl his final over, none for 22. Follows the bat, has gone right through, once again beats the keeper as well. Sukkur Patriots will take that. Every run counts. Starting off with a boundary, was a good ball. He followed Khalid Usman, he beat him, and he beat the keeper as well.
Yeah, not the best line. That's what he was trying to do, just cramp up the right-hander, but he gets rid of that front leg, which often gets in the way for a batter. Absolutely key that you remove that front leg, you open up the offside, and if it is in the arc, you can hammer it over the leg stump, and that's what he tries to do now. Again, follows him. 2 boundaries, 2 balls. So this is a good finish for the Sukkur Patriots. Exactly what they need in these dying overs. Khalid moving on to 18. And the run rate approaching 7. See how he gets rid of that front leg and it accesses the leg side. This prompts a field change now. Fine leg's going to go back. So there's 4 on the leg side, just 1 on the offside. Third man comes up into the ring, so no surprises what he's going to bowl here. Cramp him up again. He does a much better job of it. Great lengths. They're going to push hard for 2. I don't think they'll get it. And they won't. And that was a good return from Amir.
Exactly, we can see it from up here, and the batter is also aware that Amir is trying to follow the batsman on strike, and as you said, trying to cramp him up for space. So on 3 occasions it is not worked for the bowling side. 2 boundaries. The previous ball, the last ball, ball number 3, was good. Rumandre is now on strike. Swings hard, doesn't really time it. Good part is he'll get Khalid Usman back on strike. .128 for 8. 2 balls to go.
Some good cricket going on, haven't we? West Indies beating Australia, England about on the verge of winning a memorable test match in India. And the Sukkur Patriots, another lusty blow out to the leg side. 3 boundaries in the over. It's a good finish here for Khalid, giving his team something respectable. 1 ball to go.
Now there you see again trying to attempt a Yorker, ends up with a full toss. So the margin of error is so slim. And you know Khalid Usman is just opening up, getting rid of that left leg out of the way, and swings hard. 3rd boundary in the over, as you said, Nick. Every run is gold dust. Sukkur wants to stay in the game. They've got that 130 you were talking about. 132 with 1 ball to go. This over 14 already. Can he smash 1 more? Get the momentum. Oh, that's a good ball. Good sharp ball. Khalid Usman just looking over his shoulder to the square leg umpire, but no support from him. So that's the end of 20 overs. Sukkur Patriots asked to bat first have managed 132 for 8. Batting first on this bright sunny afternoon here in Karachi. And you'd probably say that they've done well to reach 132 at one point in time. They were 90 odd for 6 wickets. And they were just not going anywhere with it. But now 132 for 8 is what they have. Can they defend this? Is it good enough? Only time will tell. And also how Karachi come out and grab this opportunity, because they've already lost the first 2 games. Let's have a look at the innings highlights, how Sukkur Patriots managed their 132 in the 20 overs. That's how they started off with Sherjeel Khan. They lost their first wicket pretty early, trying to slog one right in front of the wicket, and then Kamran Ghulam and Sherjeel started off. They were 19 for 1 in 4 overs, and then they started accelerating, started scoring more than 10 and over. And it was happening courtesy some nice lusty blows from Kamran and Sherjeel. Both of them looked very good. Even after the circle opened up, they were going about with their shots. Look at that for timing. Sherjeel Khan was looking very, very dangerous. Khalid Usman loves to play that and sometimes costs him his wicket. It's not the first time he's been hit wicket trying playing that shot earlier. Then a stumping. And this is the point where trouble started knocking the door. Sukkur Patriots, they lost 6 wickets for 90 odd, and they just were finding fielders in the deep. Karachi was bowling well, keeping it wicket to wicket, and time and again we've seen in the tournament that sides have lost their way after good starts. Today wasn't any different, and eventually they managed to get 132 in 20 overs. Still, you feel that the side bowling first has an advantage. 132 is a gettable score. Khalid Usman, then along with Bilawal Bhatti, formed a partnership. Then a good over came in from Fahad, got 2 wickets. Bilawal Bhatti was dismissed. And then Khalid Usman in the last over started smashing a few, got 3 boundaries in that last over of Amir, and finished off at 132 in the 20 overs.
So this is the batting card, 46, top score from Sharjeel, as you'd expect, but never really got going. They had some really good plans to him. Kamran did quite a good job, 24, and Bilawal, well, he thrashed it through the offside. Khalid had a nice little flurry at the end, 23 from 17, getting up to 132 for 8 off their 20 overs. The bowling card, Iftikhar, who I'm sure we'll see with the bat, bowled quite tidily, didn't he? 4 overs, 3 for 16 from the man returning back into form and back into this competition. Nice to have him here. Fahad and Zahid getting 2 and 3 apiece, so good contributions. We're going to go down to Misha. Let's see who she's got.
Thank you, Nick. On the sidelines, I have with me Sherjeel Khan, the highest scorer for Sukkur Patriots, 46 of 40. Sherjeel, अच्छी innings रही है, but आप लोग 60 for 2 थे, 90 for 6, and now we've got 133 all out. क्या हुआ पिच पे?
देखिए, कोशिश यही थी कि अपना मैं जितना लंबा अपनी इनिंग को कर सकूँगी वो टीम के लिए इन द एंड में उसके लिए फ़ायदा था, और अनफॉर्चुनेट आउट हो गया बीच में, तो इस वजह से ज़्यादा रन नहीं हो सके। हमारे पास बिल्कुल यंग टीम है, और जो हमारे पास एमर्जिंग लड़के हैं और जितने भी हमारे प्लेयर हैं, 3-4 लड़कों के बाद जो है ना, सारे बिल्कुल नए लड़के हैं। उनके लिए पहला एक्सपीरियंस है यहाँ का, तो एक अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है। तो उनसे काफ़ी समझाया, उनको बात की, तो थोड़ा सा मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि थोड़ा सा प्रेशराइज लग रहे हैं मुझे वो, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट मैच में अच्छा करेंगे।
आज क्योंकि अभी पहला मैच था, डे मैच, पिच कैसा प्ले कर रही है?
हाँ, पिच शुरू में थोड़ा सा मॉइस्चर था, थोड़ा सा पिच के अंदर, और थोड़ा सा डबल पेस था, थोड़ा स्पिनर्स को हेल्प कर रहा था, बॉल ग्रिप कर रहा था। तो कोशिश थी कि अकॉर्डिंग सिचुएशन खेलें, टीम के लिए एक अच्छा टोटल करें।
133 ऑन द बोर्ड, गुड इनफ स्कोर है?
हाँ, कोशिश करेंगे पावर प्ले को अच्छा खेलें। पावर प्ले में अगर हम 2 से 3 विकेट्स हम ले लें पावर प्ले में, तो इंशाल्लाह मैच अच्छा होगा।
उम्मीद करती हूँ मैच आपके फेवर में जाए। थैंक यू सो मच Sherjeel for being with us.
थैंक यू।
And with that, we have a very short break. When we come back, we will come back with live action from Karachi, Ghazis and Sukkur Patriots.